Hey guys, NYKF31 here, bringing you Madden 13 online franchise and yet another season wrap-up video. Season 4 regular season is in the books. Let's go around the league and show you what went down the regular season. As you can see in the AFC side, the Patriots did indeed end my 3-season reign of terror in the AFC East as I got in to the playoffs as a wild card. I am nothing if not consistent. 13 and 3, 12 and 4, 12 and 4, 12 and 4. I do what I do, so therefore I end up being around the same place in the standings every single season. Patriots, Ravens. Will we have yet another Ravens-Jets collision course in the playoffs? We've either met in the divisional or AFC championship round every single season. Jaguars, they're a consistent playoff team in the league, as well as the Colts and the Bengals. And the Steelers just miss out. The NFC is weird at the top. 3 14-2 teams and a 13-3 team. How in the world is that even possible? And then you have 2 teams at 10-6. That's an odd conference. And the Falcons and Pack finish out of the money there. Greg McElroy will always be my backup quarterback, no matter what. I don't care if I have to trade for him. I'll trade a draft pick for him if I have to. He's like my good luck charm. But you see, he's an 84 overall now. He's a pretty viable quarterback now. You see, this is the first season, season 1. I think this is season 1, yeah. Season 2, 3, and 4. Not bad. He's always going to throw more INTs than I want because, you know, he's Mark Sanchez. Always going to have INTs in Madden that are a combination of the game wanting to give you the middle finger, your quarterback just uncorking a bad pass, and of course Sanchez uncorks his fair share. I got a consistency up to 3, and his throwing ratings for short, medium, and deep are all now in the mid-80s. So you don't get so many mindless UFOs as earlier. But you see, pretty consistent production for him. Go Mark Sanchez. Joe McKnight. Another strong season, both running and receiving. Just doing Joe McKnight things. Can't complain about that. This is my, third-year player who's basically a clone of him. They're even built alike. They're pretty much the same exact guy. And they're both fumblers, so when, one gets hit hard or has a string of touches in a row, I put in the other. So to kind of keep him fresh. And if you can get, considering how much I throw the ball, 1,200 yards of rushing between my 2 backs is more than enough. Receiving, Antonio Holmes almost had 100 receptions. He just keeps on doing Antonio Holmes things. Keller's touchdowns are down as people kind of gear up to take him away in the red zone and stop him from going up the steams. This is a second-year player who took over for Anquan Bolden when he retired. Missed about 5 games. He's got 90 route running as a second-year player. Just got to work on his hands a bit. He drops a few too many passes. You don't see his drops here, do you? No, you don't. Jazz Shillings, did pretty well for a 4th receiver, 3rd or 4th guy. David Harris, still the anchor in the middle. Will Hill's become a really nice free safety for me when you consider that I got him off the scrap heap. 57 tackles and 5 INTs. Can't sneeze at that at all. My 3rd year drafted defensive end, Keyshawn Thompson, in his first year as a starter. I got him in the 3rd round. In the same draft, I got my Joe McKnight clone, who I drafted in the 1st round. And I actually got this guy late in the 2nd round. I really like drafting guys in those, second, third, and fourth rounds and watching them develop. It's a really neat thing to find those guys who either, drop on the draft board in the draft, or you, you know, pick up who you're not really sure what they're going to be because you didn't spend scouting points on them, and they turn out to be productive players. Like this dude here, I basically played him in dime and nickel the first 2 seasons when I wanted to go NASCAR and put 4 defensive ends on the field, to maximize that speed rush of mine. And in the meantime, I was building up his play recognition and block shedding and all of that good stuff and tackling. So he was, low on that. He's got 83 speed. He's got 90s for acceleration, and he's got 90s for his pass rush move. He's got a 94 finesse move. But his block shedding was light, and I got it all the way up to the mid-80s now, and he's a low 80s in tackling. Aaron Maven. What can I continue to say about Maven? Aaron Maven is one of the best pure pass rushers in the entire game. He's got 82 speed. He's got 90s for acceleration. He's got 90s for a finesse pass rush move. But he can never stay on the field. He got 9 sacks here, and he played in 10 games. He's always missing games. He's played all 16 games exactly one time, and the one time he did, he had 20 sacks. When he's on the field, he's going to rush the passer, period. Copels continues to be solid. I got this guy, Vaughn Martin, in a trade with the Packers. Solid numbers. Can't ask much more than that for one of your defensive tackles. That's where I play him. I play Copels and Martin at the tackle. I play Copels in league leaders. As usual, the passing numbers are insane. All these 5,000-yard passers. Brady with 50 TDs. Flacco goes over 5,000 again. Great touchdown to INT ratio. 79 sacks. My gosh, dude. Throw the ball away. Check that sucker down. You're going to get Flacco killed. I threw the ball almost 50 times more than him, and only got sacked 30 times. I mean, I run a West Coast offense. He's more of a vertical passer, obviously, with Torrey Smith and a rookie tight end with like a 90 speed. It's insane. Look at the yards per attempt. They're a full yard above what I do in the West Coast. I'm just screwing around with him. He's a guy who I really enjoy talking to and competing against, so he knows I'm joking. Matt Ryan. Got to cut down on those turnovers, Matty Ice. Aaron Rodgers doing what he does. Niners with a drafted third-year QB doing good things. The usual suspects. Who the hell that is? Drafted player, obviously. Peyton Manning in year number 18, nearing the end of the line, more than likely. And only in Madden 13 can Tyrod Taylor be a viable QB. And Tebow, for that matter. Lot of passing goodies this year. 5.7 yards per carry, 18 TDs. Wow. David Wilson also. Drafted player, Maurice Jones-Drew, Ray Rice. Jones-Drew just keeps on ticking. Shady McCoy, Aaron Foster. Drafted player, Darvin Jones. Guys getting their ground game on too. Receiving this lunatic. This guy's an absolute freak. Holmes. Hakeem Nicks. Megatron. 2,100 yards again. I don't think he's had less than 2,000 yards receiving in the online dynasty. That's just insane. Cruz. Tommy Streeter turned into a very nice receiver. The dangerous Torrey Smith, Mike Wallace, rookie, Deshaun Jackson, Julio. Miles Austin in the silver and black, Roddy White, Joe McKnight with 78 catches. Gronk. Graham, a lot of guys doing their thing. It's a passing game. You get lots of good passing stats and receiving stats as a result. Defense. Donald Butler getting busy with the tackling. Timmons. Cushing. Briscoe Kong. The Major. Up there in the tackle leaders. There's my boy, Mr. Harris. Tackles for loss. Alden Smith. Wow. That's a wrecking ball season. 23 sacks, 37 tackles for a loss. Mario Williams. I think he won Defensive Player of the Year. And if so, well deserved. We'll see that in a second. This guy's a rookie. Jeez. Cliff Averill. Another good season. A lot of guys having good seasons. J.J. Watt. Sue. There's my guy, Keyshawn Thompson. Justin Tuck. Still hanging around. Dante Hightower. How do you get 26 tackles for loss and no sacks? That's weird. Only into 3-4 in Madden. Is that possible? Sacks. Cameron Jordan, Mario Williams, Alden Smith, Cliff Averill. Rookie player. Troy Cash, drafted player. My guy, drafted player. Drafted player. The Wolfpack. Sue. Cameron Hayward, Doomerville. Shea McClain. Michael Boley. Marcellus. J.J. Watt. Ray Edwards. Antoine Barnes. Paul Soleil. Justin Houston. Some surprises over here. JPP. Suggs still kicking around in year 12. Who got the most INTs? Patrick Peterson, Chris Culliver, D'Angelo Hall, Vonta Davis. Really the most important stat on defense. You know, forget about yards, forget about points, really, because you're not going to keep people off the scoreboard in this game. Although the Panthers did a very good job. The most important stat in this game on defense is turnover differential. You have to be on the plus side if you want any chance of having a good season. I was only +5 this year. I had more INTs than usual and fumbles than usual, but you know, every one of these teams on the plus side of the turnover margin either made the playoffs or were very, very close. You're going to move the ball against people in this game. People are going to move the ball against you. People are going to score against you. You're not going to get enough stops to keep guys off the scoreboard. I don't care if you have an all-star defense made up of a combination of the 2000 Ravens and the 85 Bears. It's not happening. You got to turn the ball over and you got to protect the ball on offense. So that is the regular season wrap-up. Playoffs are coming soon. Real soon. As I have the... who do I have? I have the Broncos. I have to go to Invesco Field. I got to take on Peyton Manning. So, we'll see how the playoff march goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to y'all later. Peace.